Hey guys, Coconut95 here. I've been watching the first 6 episodes of Velma as they've come out. Dear God, is this an awful show. This is worse than the stuff I hated when I was little. Eat your heart out, Garage Band and Beyblade. I can't even see this show as Scooby-Doo because it basically has nothing to do with it, apart from character designs, names, and the setting of Crystal Cove. So let's dig into this pile of crap, shall we?
Can't take the...
Welcome to Coconut95. We hope you enjoy your stay.
Where do I even begin? This is bad. This show is worse than Devin from iReady is hard. The main character, Velma, is horribly unlikable. One of the worst protagonists I've ever seen in a show. I despise her. It feels satisfying when she loses. So let's get into it. First of all, she's super racist. She constantly whines about white people and blames them for everything, and just hates them in general. She is also implied to be racist against her own race. She's also a sexist pig. She hates men and blames them for all of life's problems, just like she does for white people. She constantly whines about the patriarchy and how men objectify women, while doing the same thing herself, except she objectifies both genders, so technically she's worse, I think. She's a huge weirdo who thirsts and creeps over her peers. Fuck her, simp for Fred. She even stole Daphne's diary to look at sexy stuff before using it to try and blackmail her in front of the whole school so she can win a Cobra Kai ripoff fighting competition. Velma here is a fucking psycho. She acts like the villain, yet we're supposed to think she's the hero. She tries to break up Norville and his girlfriend because she wants him to be her pawn, her little simp that she can manipulate. She just disgusts me, and I hate her. I hate her more than I hate CD Rosie. And I made her extremely likable on purpose, as that's the joke. But Mindy Kaling has outdone herself. She's created something truly awful. Oh, and another thing. This show likes to try and tell us how smart and good of a person on the inside Velma is. He repeatedly shows us the opposite. Which is just abysmal writing right there. Not even gonna make light of it either? We've already gone over the evil in her. But she's stupid too. She threatens to snitch on a drug dealer like she's 6'9". I can't think of anything else off the top of my head, but I am fairly certain she's done some other really stupid shit too. And there's another thing about her. I didn't write this down in the script because I forgot about it because there was a lot to talk about. But I'm just gonna have to wing this. The hallucinations. I don't like them. They look pretty, like, they look cool, but their whole narrative function is just kind of pointless. They don't really do much except, like, maybe a little bit, like, keeping her from doing stuff, I guess, but, like, they just kind of exist to pad out the runtime and look cool. They don't really help add to her character, I guess. They're just pointless waste of time that are annoying. Like, they just waste time and they're annoying. I don't know how else to put it. I roll my eyes whenever they show up mostly, and I just hope for them, and I just can't wait for them to end. Thankfully, in the 6th episode, they claim for the millionth time that they're gone for good, and, well, we'll see. At least the other characters are less hateable, but still not good. Fred is a pathetic rich boy with a small penis, and they creepily obsess over that last part. Like, they have adults take pictures of him, like, take pictures of his penis, and he's 15 years old, and they put it on the news, and they don't seem to realize that that's, like, weird and illegal. It's just, I don't know, man. This show's weird. Yeah, it's nothing like the Fred we all know and love. Too much of a loser to be a strong leader, and he isn't even obsessed with traps. And for some reason, he's rich. Like, Fred's parents weren't rich before, right? That was always Daphne's thing. But instead, neither Daphne's adopted parents nor biological parents are rich. That's strange. Shaggy, now known by his government name of Norville, is a loser simp who acts nothing like Shaggy. Barely even looks like him. JJ says that they butchered his design, by the way. JJ, if you're watching, this is your shout-out. He's not even obsessed with food, but he does have a food blog streamer thing. I do think it's funny how he's super anti-drug. Funny submersion. Certainly funnier than having him be on weed, that's for sure. Like, one of the only good things you can even say about this show. Scooby doesn't exist anymore due to him being too kitty. At least that's what they're claiming so far. Let's just say he died after being sacrificed to Burger King. Guess that's what happens when you're the shortest person in America. Daphne is a drug dealer who kicks ass and is a mean girl. She's basically a doorman villain. Not much else to say. I've made this show sound so utterly terrible, because it is. But is there anything positive I can say about it? Well, there's a few things. Not counting anything I've already mentioned, I like the art style. The main mystery is quite intriguing, I think. And the jokes are sometimes funny. And by sometimes, I mean rarely. Like, a few per episode. That doesn't mean that the show's good, though. Don't think that. It is awful. Some of the few jokes I like are the gag about calling people worse than Hitler.
And not just because we compare everyone to Hitler these days.
Come on!
The whole fight tournament premise of episode 3. And probably a few I'm forgetting. Like, I know there's more, but I can't remember them off the top of my head. Like, I can't remember every joke. And on the topics of jokes that I don't like, basically everything related to, like, race and gender, I don't know, it's all just weird and annoying. I want him to shut up. Like, I just can't stop talking about the color of people's skin. Like, it's so fucking annoying, it's so weird, shut the fuck up. I also don't like this weird anti-Me Too movement joke very much. It doesn't even make sense. It would have made more sense if it was something like every comedian before cancel culture. But why Me Too? What does that have to do with silencing people? Isn't that supposed to help people who've been taken advantage of by the casting couch or something? Joke is offensive and makes no sense. And just to get this out of the way, I hate racist and sexist jokes. This show having so many of them without even trying to be clever about it is just infuriating. But that's not the worst this show has to offer. The real worst thing is the sexualization of children. Yes, they actually do that. They repeatedly sexualize fucking 15-year-old girls, and it disgusts me and pisses me off. It makes me feel sick. I hate even having to say this. It makes me feel awful. It really gets to me. They have a naked shower room fight scene that's meant to be meta.
Have you ever noticed how pilot episodes of TV shows always have more gratuitous sex and nudity than the rest of the series?
But it's just weird. But episode 4 hits rock bottom even more than Chris Chan when he does anything. The whole episode is about 15-year-old girls trying to get on Velma's hot list. And it's bad. If you haven't seen it, it's super graphic. Like, it's supposed to be funny, I think, but it's hard. It's not funny. It's creepy. It's really weird and creepy and uncomfortable. It is not funny. It's just really troubling. Makes me start to worry about Mindy Kaling. They also have a fucking adult lust for the 15-year-olds without even calling it out. It's not fucking funny. Yeah, I'm starting to worry about Mindy Kaling, and I'm starting to wonder something. Was she just making this show so she could pick up a cupcake? The plot with Daphne's real parents is terribly written. It starts out pretty intriguing and actually kind of engaging, but then the reveal has no fanfare or feeling of importance to it. It just happens, and it doesn't feel important. Like, it just randomly cuts to it from another scene, and it's just, it gave me whiplash. Also, then her mom just dies at the end of episode 6 for some reason. Don't know what that's about. Just kind of happens for no reason! There's one thing I have to mention before I close this review, though. Although viewer discretion is advised, I'm about to get a bit political. The worst thing any YouTuber can do, to be honest. But I can't not complain about the race washing. It's weird and unnecessary. I think I'm gonna cut this part out. There was supposed to be a big part here where I went on some angry rant where I yelled about conservatives and liberals and how I'm frustrated with the way they responded to the show, instead of complaining about the actual problem of sexualizing children. I don't know, man. I don't want to go on some angry political rant, man. That's like the worst thing any YouTuber can do. Yeah. But there was a pretty funny part at the end. I said, conservatives and liberals, am I right? I had to read out that line at the end here, because that's too good. That's too good. That's like the only good part of that. Yeah, I think I'm running out of stuff to complain about. So if you want me to review the last 4 episodes of the season when they release, please tell me in the comments down below if you'd like me to suffer for you. And yeah, I think those are my hopefully not too incoherent feelings about Velma so far. But the show's not over yet. We still have the fan art corner! And I'm extremely thirsty as I read this, like, My god, my lips are chapped. First up is a meme Curseboy made about the Postal 2 Apocalypse quote.
Damn, another apocalypse. You'd figure I'd be used to this kind of thing by now.
Fermi. Thank you, friend. Second is a meme about the server by Aaron where he calls RZ a robot. It's his conspiracy theory, but don't worry, RZ. I know you are a human being. Third is this GIF by someone who I'm not sure of. Can't find the first posting. May have been Neo, Necto, Curseboy. I don't know. I'm honestly not sure. It's pretty funny though. Thank you. I like it. And fourth is Curseboy's funny parody of my parody of a Doorman thumbnail from my Doorman review, which you should really watch. I like it. It's funny. He perfectly captured Lance's humor, and I'm sure Lance would be proud of him. I like this. But I don't really get it though. What does meta-autistic mean? But it's pretty funny. Suplexes Darman and burns him alive! Oh, that's great. That's great. Ugh, Lance moment. He'd be so proud. So, in conclusion, Velma is a truly abysmal show. Awful gags, bad writing, a protagonist more unlikable than Panty and Stalking from Panty and Stalking. Super mean-spirited and full of racist jokes. Sexualizes children. The show is in my personal hall of shame with blunders like a... Well, actually, I haven't seen any bad shows lately. Other than that time Ricky showed the server My Hero Academia. And that was awful. But this is still, like, way worse. That show is just cringy. This is beyond cringe. This is a new level of bad. Please watch something good like Steven Universe, One, The Oblongs, South Park, Sonic Boom, or anything others in this pile of crap covered in Mindy Kaling stench. You'd have a better time watching a modern Family Guy episode centered around Doug. I hate having to have watched Velma, but I did it for you guys. I sacrificed my own enjoyment and time that I could be doing something better with my life so I could make this video for you guys. Because, well, I had a lot of stuff to say about this show. I needed to watch it anyway. I don't know, whatever. So please, like, comment, subscribe, read my stories, join my Discord server, play my work-in-progress Pokemon fan game, and definitely watch my other video essays or even just memes in general. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the flip side, sir.
Can't take the